Hi Scorpio, welcome back. Scorpio, this is going to be a reading check-in for mid-November. Going to run all the way through the beginning of December. And your cards are flying already, so let's get started. Overall energy is Virgo energy. So some of you might have Virgo placements in your birth chart. And or could be dealing with one, and or this just could be like the energy surrounding you during this time frame. This energy is all about the alchemist, it's about our rituals, being methodical in the way that we think and the way that we act, that being highlighted during this time frame. It talks about your rituals as it pertains to also your daily habits and your health habits, needing to look at that or revise that during this time period. It talks about, being accurate with your intuition and assumptions, which Scorpio, you have great intuition. It's a gift of being a water sign, right? But sometimes you could take that too far. So watch that energy during this time frame about being overcritical of self or overcritical of others, wanting, things to be perfect or expecting perfect outcomes, or, being to the point where you're getting nervous or stuck in your head. So you want to be careful of that energy. Certainly you have free will, so you could take this energy any way you like. It's funny because this card also talks about kind of like a building of your craft. It's almost like a witchy type of nature, Some of you might be into like the occult or something to do with that. Not all of you, but I see that here. All right. So let's go a little further into it, Scorpio, and see what all you have going on. So you have the Ace of Wands here, okay? And then the Six of Cups. Sorry, I'm trying to get out of the sun so you can see it. There you go. And then the Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. Oh, please don't go revisit your past, Scorpio. I know the retrograde is here. I know it's in your birth chart, and some of you may be thinking back onto the past, looking back on past memories, shoulda, coulda, wouldas, or you could be dealing with someone like that. It's falling in your energy, so I feel like this is you. The Ace of Wands is like having an intense connection, okay? And for some reason, looking back to the past as like a point of reference, and or just having fond memories of maybe when that was in your life. With the Wheel here, it talks about karma. So we'll see what this is about. Now you have the Three of Cups. Ooh, Scorpio. So the Three of Cups is talking about like coming together, a reconciliation. King of Cups out now. This is your energy, whether you're male or female. So it's like the Scorpio, regardless of what memories you have or what you feel, I feel like you're not going to wear it on your sleeve. First of all, you're a Scorpio, so you don't generally do that anyways. You always like to keep like a piece of yourself to yourself, But at the same time, I feel like on an internal level, there's a lot of past energy. Six of Cups, Three of Cups is a very emotional energy. It is, like I stated before, kind of feeling on the outside, withholding your emotions, though, from the people that are currently around you. So, or withholding, what's going on emotionally, like you're not talking about it to the people that are in your direct, I wanted to say line of sight. I don't know why. That's not something I would ever say. In your direct line of sight. You know what I'm saying? So it's, yeah. Then you have the Five of Cups. So I feel like this is a bit of uncertainty. The Five of Cups is focusing on what what you don't have anymore, what you had in the past, or comparing and contrasting, that type of vibe, right? And then you have the Ace of Swords here, which is getting clarity, and then the Ten of Cups, and then the Devil. So I think that Scorpio, it's this energy of it's a mixture of like obsessing over getting clarity and but not, you know, wanting to show that. And you know, I think on a deep level you felt like the song wants to come through, you could have had it all. And yeah, it's interesting because you know, there was another reading for Scorpio where that song came through, and it was a while ago, and now I hear that song again. So the Ten of Cups is having it all, right? Let me explain to you why I feel this. The Ten of Cups is having it all, right? But what's crowning that is the Five of Cups, feeling like you missed out on that. What's crowning that is the Five of Wands. And this deck is someone on the outskirts looking in. What's crowning that is the Three of Cups. You know, watching someone either reconcile or move on, or you have. Six of Cups, being stuck in the past. Ace of Wands, of what was the spark of a new beginning. Period. That's as cut and dry as it gets. And this is coming up again in November. Maybe November is significant to you. I mean, I guess for a lot of you, it's your birthday. But it's also a retrograde. So coming back full circle, coming back around to things, right? Now let's look at the other side of that. Wheel of Fortune is, you know, talking about things coming back around in this deck. King of Cups. This is your energy. So the good news is you're upright. You know, so like this person is feeling a lot of emotions, but see this person here, they're not sharing that with. You also might be in like a very protective mode during this time frame, okay? Queen of Wands, you know, this is quite a fiery, I just heard temptress. Some of you might have a fiery temptress. You know, this might be the person that you're being protective over, a fire sign for some of you, but not all of you. You know, but at the same time getting clarity, feeling tied down, a codependency here. So I feel like, you know, Scorpio, the energy this upcoming time period is all about looking at, I guess, reflecting back on the past. I know you guys are so tired of hearing that, you know, because I'm tired of telling you that, you know, but if you're tired of hearing it, do something about it, you know, for Pete's sakes, because I'm tired of telling it to you. And I feel like this is like on repeat, on repeat, on repeat. I don't know if you're obsessing over it and it keeps repeating, but you're keeping it in your energy one way or the other. All right. And I feel like during this time period, it's like, okay, you know, what are you going to do about it, right? Temperance, you want to balance your moods, focus on your independence, and yet still the Moon card, still these subconscious thoughts. Let me tell you something. If you keep coming around to the same thought, same person, same action, same, you know, the definition of insanity is doing like the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. That's what I feel is going on here. Then try a different approach, okay? Or, you know, I feel like the retrograde is asking you to purge those emotions by gaining your independence, by being yourself. So I feel like you're of two minds during this time period. Some of you are definitely dealing with two people. And I'm going to go into the person that you're dealing with here in a moment. Okay, and I'll clarify it more for you. But I feel like you have a very nostalgic vibe, and you have an opportunity here, Scorpio. Let me point out the good news. To have a passionate new beginning, right? But do you want to repeat the past, or do you want something new, right? And I feel like a lot of you are so like caught up in the cycle of, I guess, so many different things in my head. You know, not being able to let go. you know, moving on and then coming back to it, or like it's being presented again. All right. And that doesn't have to be in love. It could certainly be in career as well, or family, something that keeps being brought back to the surface again and again and again, you know? But I feel like your stance is like, you could fight for it. You could, but you'd rather, like, you're second guessing, you know, you're second guessing that, trying to get clarity over that. It's like, what does emotionally fulfill me? But yet you keep obsessing, or there's some sort of codependency here. Yeah. But it's all done on the down low, right? So I see for a lot of you that you definitely have, you know, more than one person that you're dealing with during this time frame. And so now I'm going to go into that portion of the reading if you're not dealing with anyone and you're dealing with someone, period. It may not be intimate, but platonic or whatnot. This is if you don't want to hear it, I should say, you can stop watching now. But if you're interested in hearing what's going on with the people you're dealing with, I'm going to continue that right now. So Scorpio, person you're dealing with, out is the Queen of Wands, okay? So this person is fired up. This is a very confident, independent energy. You have the Sun here with the Queen of Wands. It could be a Leo, doesn't have to be. It could be any fire sign. Could be any sign. It's a general reading. This person may have quite the temper, but also, you know, they bring a lot of energy to the table, right? And then the Chariot card. So things are moving forward here, okay? And I feel like this person may also, to a very mundane degree, just literally be traveling during this time frame. Something to do with a vehicle. But I feel like there's movement forward here. This person's in a super independent energy, You know, they may be wanting to travel on their own, do things on their own. I feel like this person is trying to assert themselves. Okay. And then here's that Ace of Wands. There's that passionate, that passion I saw on your side and then their side. So I definitely see that energy here. I feel like this person might be going into, like, they start off this time frame very outgoing and independent, and then they go into the hermit mode here. Okay, so Virgo energy here. And yeah, they're starting to reflect on things, you know, reflecting on this connection, I feel. There's a bit of like an emotional immaturity on this person's side, whether that's them or someone they're dealing with. But I feel like this person is interested in something new, you know. And then the High Priestess. So, you might have a very intuitive spiritual connection with this person. Okay. They might be like in your soul tribe, right? And then Four of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. So there's something that they're keeping to themselves that they're not speaking about. And I feel like that this person wants to be more independent, you know, like I said, or you have some movement forward here, but it's kind of like, it's a little bit of a slower pace, right? Yeah, but I do feel that this person is, you know, wanting to be more stable. If you're in a relationship, they want commitment, or you are committed. And then the Five of Swords. Fearing defeat for some reason. Like this person might be trying to reach what they're passionate for, but they kind of have like a defeatist mentality, and it kind of gets in their way of their progress in whatever area that is of their life. And therefore, it sometimes blocks the progress here. That could be in a, you know, career or family or whatever. So, Scorpio, you have a few repeating cards here. So, you have the Five of Wands. They have the Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You know, they have the Wheel of Fortune here, the Four of Cups. You have the Five of Cups. So, here's what I feel. If you're dealing with one person, I feel that the energy is somewhat like you may have a lot of past history with this person. You know, coming together might be very protective over this person, okay? And there's some part of you that still is a bit focused on what you don't have, though. And don't tell me it ain't, because you lie. Because I can see it here. And it's in towards the end of November, you know, kind of focused there. What you missed out. But at the same time, asserting your independence. I feel like there is, this person is, like I said, they're asserting their independence. Okay, that's what they want. This person wants to be self-sufficient. So like if you have a codependent relationship with this person where like you depend on them, like for, you know, them to take care of you or money or something, or they, you, this person doesn't want that anymore. They want to stand on their own 2 feet, or they want you to stand on your own 2 feet. Like they're getting tired of that energy, okay? Or they're looking for someone that's an equal partner, right? Or, you know, and it might even be someone else that they're dealing with that they're tired of that behavior. But I feel like this person is doing some soul searching regarding this connection, you know, during this time frame. And, you know, kind of keeping quiet about it. They're trying to take the higher road. I think that towards the end of November, it's going to be important they use their intuition here. They're a bit like either naive or childish at times, or they're dealing with someone like that, or they feel you are. There's like possibly some nasty conflict coming towards the end of November, early December. And it's all due to the fact that someone feels like they missed out. I keep getting that. Whether this person feels like they're missing out on something, or you are. For some of you, it's this person feels like they're missing out on their opportunity to be like 100% independent or equal. Because I get a codependency here. So like Scorpio, if you are always needing for someone to take care of you and you are not taking care of them, they've had it. And they, you know, they may get real nasty with you. Vice versa. If you're always taking care of someone, always feeling that, and they're not reciprocating that, you're getting tired of that, you know, that type of vibe, right? And it's like, yeah, you know, re-looking at that, because I feel like this is a somewhat of a ritual, or like something like I said, it's like you keep going back to the same like dynamic, right? You keep coming back around to this issue, whatever it is. That's if you're dealing with one person. Now, some of you are dealing with 2 people. So if you're not dealing with 2 people, this part's not for you. But some of you are, because I can see 2 distinct, clear energies on both sides. All right. So if you're dealing with 2 people, there is a situation here where you feel like you missed out on an opportunity to reconcile with someone from your past, and you feel left out, and like a little bit in your emotions about that, because you felt like there was a lot of emotional fulfillment to be had here, or like this person had it all, or you could have had it all with this person, and I got that song in my head. And then you have another person here that is karmically destined for you. Okay, doesn't mean that they're a soulmate, but they're a karmic soulmate, I guess. And if you don't know the difference, look it up. I don't know. I feel like you're very protective over this, okay? At the same time, feeling tied to it, feeling obligated to it, but subconsciously, and you're definitely not telling that person this. You're definitely not sharing that. You know, because you'd rather save face, right? Now, the people you're dealing with, there's two separate energies here. Both are very, very assertive personalities, I feel. One is definitely asserting their independence and maybe focused on, you know, spiritual enlightenment. This person feels a soulmate connection with you, but they keep a lot to themselves, and they may be committed to you or elsewhere. The other person here is also fiercely independent is the word I got. Maybe at a distance from you or traveling during this time frame. A lot of passion here. A lot of physical attraction if this is intimate. This person may owe you an apology or feel you owe them. You know, but I feel like their intuition is telling them it will just end in defeat, and so they withhold that. Yeah. So, that's what I have. It's interesting because either way, during this time frame, there's going to be the Six of Wands on this side, because I wanted to know, okay, so like if you move forward, what's going to happen? And you're actually going to have equal give and take in attention. So that's crazy. Scorpio, person A, okay, the first person I described, they want equal give and take. Okay. This person B, the second person I described, if they do feel defeated in November, they're going to jump right back on their horse. It won't last long. Or if you feel defeated, it's going to correct itself very quickly. So that's what I have for you, Scorpio. I hope you enjoy that. It's not my traditional way of reading, but that's how it came to me, okay? So, zodiac signs you could be dealing with, like I said, Leo here. I've got Virgo out twice. Taurus energy. Cancer energy. Pisces, Capricorn. Could be Cancer, Scorpio like yourself, Sagittarius, and small chance of an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So that's what I have for you. Please do check out my social media account links down in the description box below. And don't forget to check out my other I can't talk. My other YouTube, also linked down below, as well as my merchandise. If you click on the pink hoodie, it'll take you into my store. You can get any sweatshirt in any color with your tarot and zodiac sign printed on the back. They're pretty neat. Check them out. Wishing you the best. Namaste.